Good morning, all. A very good morning to Nagpur. As today we have a live webinar for Foundation with School Curriculum. So this webinar was supposed to be conducted by Dr. Dilip Vaidya sir, but due to some medical emergency, we would like to call Dr. Vaidya ma'am. I would like to brief about her previous experience and all. So she has worked with as a school principal with the Somalwa Nicholas School. For the past 15 years, she has worked as a divisional controller Maharashtra Talent Search Project. And she has worked as a question paper setter, valuer, moderator and chief moderator in Nagpur division. She was being invited for many national and international conferences. And she was being awarded with many awards. One of them is the very prestigious award, that is Education Innovator Award. And from now, I would like to hand over to Dr. Vaidya Desai ma'am, who is going to give you a guidance about the foundation with the school curriculum, how ICAD centers are handling the foundation courses with the school curriculum. Please, ma'am, you can proceed.
Hello, very good morning. Welcome one and all. At the outset, I would like to thank ICAD team, my colleagues and co-workers who have brought us all together for this webinar. The one of its kind. I'm going to throw light on a number of things ICAD has been doing over the years in the pursuit of academic excellence. I'm sure you have a lot of queries and questions on mine. Please put your queries in chat box. Your queries will be answered at the end of the session. Now, as concerned parents, caring parents, almost everybody has this question on mind. Why join now? We are sending our ward to a great school. Schools are doing their best. They are the alma maters. And for the past 12 years, like if your ward is in 10th now, starting from KG1, they have been trained well. For those whose wards are now going to be in 8th or 9th, they have been doing well. So why now? So much of burden. We are concerned about board results. We are concerned about the marks my wards are getting in school. So why? Why join now? Sometimes there is peer pressure. My friends are joining. I want to join. If not now, later. Now, what's the difference? Why additional burden? Students are learning for 10 years in school, but there is a big difference in studying in school and appearing for competitive exams. I'm sure many of you are really prepared for appearing for competitive exams. Right from 5th grade, you have been appearing for Olympiads and Pravinya Pradnya or other exams in school. School education is basically information-based. For 10 years, students study there. What I have seen and what I have experienced in the past 40 years when I'm working in this field, the foundation, the foundation part, which we trust and believe that it's school's responsibility. Schools have a lot of work. And in that work, when the information is to be transformed into knowledge, lot of application of basics, fundamentals that they are studying has to be done. But schools will hardly find time for that. I have myself worked in a great school that has always given very good results, and everybody knows about it. But still, what I found is that the 10 years of learning, which mostly is based on grasping and more on retentive ability of the child, because the board exams are based on board exams, their questions are all based on how far the child can remember, how far they can learn by heart, and hardly any practice can be given by schools. They have their own limitations. No doubt they are doing good, but they have their own limitations. And when this information is to be transformed into knowledge, a lot of practice is necessary. And the direction in which the students have to be trained is completely changed. We all know winners don't do different things. They do things differently, quote unquote. But how? That's the moot question. In ICAD's Master Foundation Division, what we have done is we have tried to combine the school curriculum with skill development as 80% and 20%. We have taken up 4 major subjects in which students would like to make career. Maths and science, no doubt, they are of utmost importance, but along with that, they need to have good communication skills and also proper understanding of SST, that is social science. That includes political science, economics, geography, and more. Now, what is the relevance and how to prepare for the competitive exams? We all know, कल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब, पल में परलय होगी, बहुरी करेगा कब. Most of us, including me, we think about such things at much later part in life. But we must understand that your children are students, their life has already started. The preparation should start at early age. Early starts means more time to prepare for the competitive exams through which they will make their career, like IIT, JEE, medical. There are many more career options which you may like to choose, your ward may like to choose, but for everything, the basic is the foundation, the skill development. Develop better skills and techniques to excel in these examinations and also face school exams simultaneously, board exams, that's the last stage in school, and other talent search exams. Here I would like to throw some light on the types of intellect. We have 3 types of intellectual capacities. Each one of us has that. One is pradnya, that is grasping power. The second is medha, that is the retentive ability. And the third one, which is God's gift, what we call as pratibha or the creativity. School exams are mostly based on combination of pradnya and medha. How your wards grasp, how they understand, and how they are able to remember everything and produce that in the 3 hours paper or 2 hours paper with limited time and a lot of things to remember, put them on the paper in proper sequence. That same thing happens in board exams as well. But the competitive exams have altogether different ballgame. For JEE and NEET, approximately 15 lakh plus students are appearing. Now, to get the rank under 1,000 students, minimum focused 5 years attention, 5 years hard work, focused work is absolutely necessary. Now for that, if they have good practice at the early stage, like starting with 8th standard, with 80% school syllabus, which is of utmost importance, and 20% competitive exams, the methods, the techniques, once they start it at this age, then they can focus subject-wise and perform very well in the finals. For this, we have subject-wise qualified, experienced, specialized, and trained teachers. Competitive exam specific questions are always MCQ based, multiple choice questions. They always come with negative marking. And for that, teaching has to have some special effort, some special method. After teaching comes solving and testing. Solving your wards do on their own. No help should be sought for that. In the testing, they should be able to understand why and how they have arrived to that answer. And that is taken care in the teaching. In the teaching methods that we have, we always train the students for how to learn, how to come to the answer. Now, focus is always on completion of homework and exercises, which is the preliminary need. It is absolutely necessary that they complete the daily assignments and submit on time. That gives them added advantage of completing the work on time and understand the value of time. Now, competitive exams in the schools, they don't give much focus on that. Whoever is ready, whoever is eager, whoever wants to participate can do that. Now, mostly what happens in the primary sections is one teacher teaches all subjects. And therefore, the preparation is always focused on questions and the tests. The tests are designed by the same teachers. Whatever she is teaching in the class is to be repeated number of times, and then the child is successful in getting almost 100% marks. We have all experienced this. First standard, they do great. Second, yes. Third, fourth. When it comes to 5th and 6th grade, we often wonder why my ward's performance is going down. Now, the reason here is no extra questions are given there. Students are not given what can be asked in the question paper, which they will have to solve on their own. That makes all the difference. In the foundation course, we take care of all these things. There are basically two divisions, Excel Foundation or Master Foundation. Now, these two divisions, please understand very carefully. Master Foundation is standard specific. School curriculum is taken care, and that gives good results. School exams are taken care, and for that enough practice is given. Along with that, we try to target competitive exams as well, and guidance is provided for competitive exams as it is needed. Students are good, they are bright, but they don't have proper guidance. That is what we are providing at Master Foundation, 8th, 9th, and 10th. In the Excel Foundation, however, which is a full-fledged program in itself, complete 5 years, the training is always beyond school syllabus. Please note the difference. At Master Foundation, we take care of school curriculum. Along with that, foundation part is added. That's an added benefit. But at Excel Foundation, the training is beyond school syllabus. So the students have to be actually well prepared much ahead of time. Excel Foundation takes care of JEE Advanced and NEET top rankers. Yes, I repeat, the top rankers. ICAD, in its pursuit of academic excellence, has been doing it over the years. And I'm very proud to say and mention that it is very successful. The focus is only on the competitive exams, the entrance exams. We are all aware of the new education policy, the curriculum and the pedagogy in schools. They say learning should be holistic, integrated, inclusive, enjoyable, and engaging. These 4 words are very important: holistic, integrated, inclusive, enjoyable, and engaging. I'm sure with this new policy coming into existence, and as there are teachers being trained for this, it's going to do great. Schools are bringing about a lot of changes. But if you focus at these words and see their meaning in depth, we always understand that there are gaps. Yes, there are gaps. We want to do something great, but sometimes there are constraints of time. Sometimes the inclination is more towards completion of syllabus, as always. It has to be inclusive, but the classroom, a big classroom with 70 or 70 plus, and the teachers having a lot of load paperwork. So leave aside making it enjoyable and engaging, but everybody tries, and I do believe they try. We also have simple methods, focused methods, with whatever is not possible at school, we will try to cover that. And this is what we have been doing in Master Foundation. Let us see what is Master Foundation. Basically, we have chosen 4 subjects for Master Foundation: Science, English, SST, and Maths. There is more. These are only the titles of these subjects which are also taught in school. ICAD believes in going with time. We are having advanced technologies being used, teaching aids, individual attention and doubt clearing are really important, because often students feel shy to ask. They have doubts, no doubt, but they don't ask. Here, the atmosphere is built up in such a way that each and every student not only gets attention, but also gets all his doubts cleared. Separate sessions are kept for doubt clearing. For the multiple choice questions for entrance examinations, good training is given. A big question bank is ready for that. We also have well-prepared notes for science and SST for all standards, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Lecture plans are designed in such a way that at the end of the topic or at the end of the chapter, the DPPs which are given, DPPs are daily practice problems which are given, they cover the topic thoroughly. And after that, after the students solve them and submit them, they are thoroughly checked. This is one thing that cannot happen in school due to so many reasons. Let's not go into that area. But what we are doing here is also another thing, that is test series for board exams. CBSE gives guidelines from time to time, and accordingly, we change the test patterns. We have been giving enough practice for board papers. It's a series of tests which are given, and students, by the time they face board exams, they are always prepared. Now, here is something which I would like you to please note. The question that comes to our mind is, हर गली में पास में ही घर के ट्यूशन क्लास है, तो ICAD में क्यों जाए, मास्टर फाउंडेशन में क्यों जाए? Please note, Master Foundation is not just a tuition class. It's a training system. The training system has been devised, worked on, and updated from time to time so that the students not only excel in school exams or board exams, but beyond that, when they'll be ready to face the entrances, they will absolutely have the confidence to face these exams, which are altogether different from usual routine school exams. Now, school curriculum itself is taught beyond the school textbooks, and that's why we are providing extensive notes for that preparation. The emphasis is always on learning to learn and also memorization with understanding. If the word has not understood, student has not understood something, then we keep giving them time to understand things first, and once it is well understood, we do ask them to memorize. Now, another question comes to our mind, अरे ये रट्टू तोता क्यों बनाना है, हमको नहीं बनाना है हमारे बच्चों को रट्टू तोता. Please understand, the examinations have stipulated time. In that, they have to answer the questions, complete the paper with speed and accuracy. Now, accuracy comes with understanding and speed with memorization. I think I have made it very clear. Competitive part orients the students to problem-solving mode. Now, the doubt clearing sessions are always there to enhance child's thinking process, because the process through which we make that doubt clearing, it's not just giving the answers. We don't want your students to become spoon-fed. Doubt clearing sessions have special mode, special system. And so we make them think and arrive to the right answers. That is how we guide them. The teaching aids and classroom activities, as they are there in schools as well, but here we use them to make the learning deeper, not just to enjoy the moment. We also conduct regular PTMs, and personal meet can be had with academic head, myself, with prior appointment. Regular parents meeting for the progress assessment and the remedial measures depending on each individual child, because each child is different and precious. So according to the needs, the remedial measures are planned. This remedial measure is something you would like to know in details. We could come to that a little later. Through all this, I expect, and my co-workers, colleagues, and faculties, they all expect strict discipline, which is maintained by us. The features of Master Foundation, like I said, subjects covered are maths, science, English, and SST, as per school curriculum, board curriculum, with 20% foundation. That is of great importance. The lecture plans are given, DPPs, daily practice problems, subject-wise, topic-wise. My teachers are trained, highly qualified, and now they have great experience for teaching these subjects. Usage of teaching aids is done from time to time as per needs. That makes the class interesting. We have most updated study material. Now you may say there is a lot available in the market, but the market it's full of guides and some question papers and study material, of course. But what we have done is we have chosen the areas in which students sometimes find it difficult to understand, and the whole material is prepared section-wise. Maths and Science study material, it contains Section A, understanding the chapter, which is descriptive notes. Section B, the NCERT textbook questions and answers. Section C, NCERT exemplar questions and answers. Section D, extra practice questions with unique multiple choice questions designed for competitive exams. That's the important section. Section E has critical thinking questions based on new education policy, and there will be questions which are HOTs, high order thinking skills questions. Now, why this study material? Once your ward has this study material and the teaching faculty from my end, they don't even have to look at any other book. Too many books do not help. So this study material is full-fledged and really, really very important and very easy to understand. Now the schedule that Master Foundation is going to follow for the session 2022-23. I have a crash course. We have designed a crash course for Standard 10. That's for the Excel batch, Excel Foundation. The starting date is 11th April. The timings, here the timings are mentioned 5:30 to 8, but the timings are actually in the morning for the sake of convenience of the students. They'll be having the Excel Foundation work in the evening, and therefore we are keeping this crash course online only, and it will be in the morning. Please note, this crash course is for Excel Foundation. The regular batch of Master Foundation Standard 10 starts 18th April. The timings mentioned here are correct, 5:30 to 8. The regular batch of Standard 9 starts 2nd May 2022, and the timings are the same. The regular batch of Standard 8 will commence on 1st June 2022, and the timings will be the same. These batches will continue till your ward's exam in school or board. Features of the Master Foundation. Now what happens is, अगले स्टैंडर्ड में जाने के बाद पिछले स्टैंडर्ड में जो कुछ पढ़ाया है, sometimes children tend to forget, and therefore we take care of that, and good revision is given at the beginning for few days. Classes begin with foundation, which is very interesting, challenging, with full scope for students to learn how to think, to learn how to use logical reasoning and solve the problems. And this enhances their thinking process, and they start and they understand, and that boosts their confidence that they can do on their own. Here is very interesting word, a diagnostic test. Now, what is a diagnostic test? Like I said, diagnostic test is something which is used to find out the strength and weakness of students in particular subject and also in the particular topics, which of the basics are not really very well understood. Though they have answered questions based on memory in the previous examination, they do have some doubts in mind and no clarity about the topic. So diagnostic test helps my faculty to understand where the students need help. So we start with diagnostic tests. Please note that diagnostic tests do not need any preparation because they only test the understanding. They are often based on the previous year's syllabus. We give extensive DPPs for each lesson and topic, which students are expected to solve. Whether their answers are right or wrong, my faculties will take care of clearing their doubts, and after which they can correct the answers. Regular checking of work submitted from time to time is something which never happens anywhere else, and therefore is of utmost importance, paramount importance, because this ward gets to know where and how he has committed mistakes and where he needs to correct. Chapter-wise tests are conducted because it is small portion, it is easy to prepare, and therefore we plan to take this chapter-wise tests always on Monday, so that students get Sunday for the preparation, and foundation practice tests, almost 20 throughout the session, chapter-wise and foundation tests, they are conducted on regular basis. There are major tests like sessional, as like they have terms in schools. We also take care of that. Good practice is given before their school examination. And full foundation test, 50 questions, 200 marks. This is the test which is like competitive exams test, which is taken care at the end of the session. There will be surprise tests as well. Sometimes it is necessary for the faculty to understand how far the students are attentive in the class, how much they have understood. Are they really preparing on daily basis or not? So some surprise tests are always planned. Test series for standard 10, I have explained already. To prepare for the board examination, there are 3 test series in these 4 subjects, which are conducted much in advance, much before the board exams, and therefore we have enough time for the remedial measures which need to be done. Throughout this process, counseling and monitoring is done by the faculty, by my coordinators. Now the question is, why Master Foundation? Like I said, 10 years of schooling, and when the students come out in flying colors in 10th, and they are ready to face the college, very interesting part, 11th and 12th, rest year and 1 year full of work. Along with that comes the major responsibility of handling entrance tests. We know there is a lot of burden. In 11th and 12th, students face a lot of difficulties. Not because they are not good enough. They have already shown results in 10th. But when they go to 11th and 12th, the whole thing changes. A lot of pressure builds up. Therefore, as per new guidelines from NCERT, from the academic year 2018-19, the exam pattern in school is also made application-based. This calls for a lot of skill-based techniques and methodology. That is what is taken care at Master Foundation. Now, this program is specially designed for 8th, 9th, and 10th CBSE board students, and that covers the school syllabus, gives good exposure to what are competitive exams going to be like. Board testing is more focused on application rather than memorization. This is the new pattern they are bringing in, and which is a very good move. It also needs more application-based exposure and practice. And this is where the role of Master Foundation is very important, because though the testing mode is changed and more than 30% objectivity is brought in the test papers, the exposure, the basic exposure which the students need, and a lot of practice after that to bring speed and accuracy, that is where the schools have a lot of limitations. In CBSE, objective type questions have now been increased from 10% to 30%. Objective type exam pattern always needs more in-depth understanding of each subject. It's not only marking the answer, not just darkening the oval. Before they darken the oval, in almost less than 1 minute, students need to understand and know for sure that the answer is right. For this, good practice is necessary, and that is what is provided by Master Foundation. We believe in developing the students for handling all types of competitive exams, entrance exams, and future career needs. The guidance for competitive exams is free. We target Homi Bhabha Bal Vaidyanik exam for standard 9, Maharashtra Talent Search Examination MTSE for 8th, 9th, and 10th, National Talent Search Examination for standard 10th, Pravinya and Pradnya exams for standard 8th. And there are a number of Olympiads from Science Olympiad Foundation. They are maths and science, second level from 8th standard to 10th standard. I would also like to add that there is something for those who love English as the language of communication and as the world language. We are also adding something for English as well for national and international competitions. Now here comes the results part. We can proudly mention we have all types of students and all great results ICAD has been achieving for so many years. Here, student above 100% in CBSE board. In 2019, we have 18 students have scored above 90% in CBSE board 2019. 35 students are already above 90% in CBSE board results. Students having above 95% in CBSE board, 22 in the year 2020. Students above 90%, 43. 37 students above 90% into 2021. 61 students above 90% in 2021. And the graph is steady going up, scaling up. Board toppers 2021. Very proud to mention few names here, though all names are important. Anuj Bhadbade, one of ICAD's student, consistent in school performance, competitive exam performance, and has taken up pride and pleasure both in learning how to learn. All our best wishes for all these students, the board toppers of 2021, so many of them. Foundation batch 10th standard board result year 2020. It's in front of you. If you look at the percentages, they are very close to each other. Subhajit Ghoshal, Dhwani Bijol, one of my own faculty's daughter. So many of them, they are already placed above 90%. We are very proud of you, dear students. It's not just board exams, as I mentioned earlier. We have stars in Regional Mathematics Olympiad. The students, so many faces you can see here. 54 ICADians qualified RMO till date. Regional Mathematics Olympiad is not everyone's cup of tea, but ICAD has been successfully handling the whole pressure and bringing out the best results in the region. The National Talent Search Examination also, we have 5 students who have made it so far. The number is increasing every year. Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan VVM examination, which is also of a great level. Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan examination. Students from lower classes are also there. they are all doing very well. Pravinya examination, highest selection in Nagpur is 11 students and all are ICADians. Pragnya examination, Adya Ukunde, Anuj Bhadbade. For scholarship examination, again Anuj Bhadbade and Adya Ukunde, all ICADians. Right from the beginning, they had very early start at ICAD. Many more ICADians from our previous batches have cleared all such examinations: Pravinya, Pragnya, National Talent, Homi Bhabha. Scholarship examination, which is also another important factor in student life, we also have many feathers. Homi Bhabha examination 2021, Paritosh Tukkari cleared the second level of Homi Bhabha and has qualified for final level. Pre-RMO qualified students, the list is again very big. Bright faces here. That's not all. We don't work only at the national level competitive exams, but we also participate in American Mathematics Olympiad, and participation there is from 27 countries. Aryan Laddar has won gold medal, All India ranked 7th, global rank gold 58. Madhur Chandak has won bronze medal. His All India rank is 28 and global rank bronze 67. There is more. Arhan Khade received third prize in mathematics quiz at Raman Science Center. Consecutive 2 years, 2021, 22, ICADians have proven for Homi Bhabha examination. The programs that are offered at ICAD, it's not just Master Foundation. Master Foundation program, the basic program is for 8th, 9th and 10th CBSE students. There is Excel batch, and more details you can have from our head office, Tilak Nagar. There are direct admissions. The fees for Master Foundation, rupees 45,000 per year. You need to enroll before 10th April to avail the scholarship and the concessions. Avail 20 to 30% scholarship on tuition fees based on students' previous year results. Please log on www.icadiit.com and get more details as you register either online or visit us at our centers. The head office, Tilak Nagar. The address is provided over here. The contact person is Mr. Sujit Padwade. Please have the contact numbers copied. We have Sadar Center. Address is provided over here. The contact person is Mr. Balwan Goswami. Please copy the contact number. We also have Hanuman Nagar Center. The contact person is Mr. Manish Totlani, and we are providing the contact numbers. Questions. Questions are always guaranteed in life, and the answers aren't. Here there is a thought. Can we not jointly answer at least few of them? Can we not help your wards and our students? It's so difficult to make choices right at that stage. 8th grader has all the twinkle in the eye, very eager to know so many things the world is opening. Teenagers, they have dreams. They don't know, and they are often confused. And more confused, I have always found the parents who want to do so much for their ward. We often talk, हमारे ज़माने में ये नहीं था, हमारे schooling और career में ये सब नहीं था, but I would like to provide everything to my child. Everything that is possible. But still there will be questions. How? With whose help? With whose direction? Well, ICAD is here. My whole big team of business promotion, there are counselors, there are academicians. We are all there to help. Let's help each other and help the students to make the right choices at the right stage. And for that right stage to come, you have to start early. Questions definitely are not guaranteed. They are guaranteed in life and answers aren't. But we can jointly try to answer at least few of them, at least those which will matter for the future needs, for the future preparation. Let's join hands on this.
Vedant has asked about the fee structure, which we had already mentioned in the slide. There are certain questions which ma'am is going to answer.
Yes. The first question I get here is why SST is too hard? Now, whoever has asked this question, the name isn't seen here. My child, remember, SST is the subject of life. Life is often difficult. Your parents will clarify this for you. But as far as the textbook goes, and the textbooks for 8th standard, 9th standard, and 10th standard, as we perceive, nothing is too hard, but the volume is big. In SST, there are 4 different subdivisions. And to handle that volume, it becomes little difficult because there is lot you need to understand and memorize. And also correlate with other chapters so that you can write the answer which is full-fledged and fetches you marks. Exactly that is what is taken care in our SST notes. When you go through the notes, you will find that SST which you are now writing is too hard. Learning from my faculties, you will always say, oh, it's not that hard as I felt. The notes, the teaching, the doubt solving, the DPPs will all make it very easy. It's not hard at all. But remember, this subject, whether you take up with this subject for your career or not, this is the subject for life, and therefore we have incorporated it.
Harsha has asked a question that I have given SF exam level 1 many times and come first, but second level is so hard.
Yeah, the second level needs a kind of preparation, which is not really, everything is not given in the books. And there is something, some part which you have to think. That's what I have already included this. How to think, that's the question. Before arriving to the answer, or rather jumping to the answer, the thinking part, which is necessary. Now, what to do for second level? Yeah, we will definitely tell you when we guide you for the second level. It's not the same preparation what you are doing from MTG books. I'm sure for SOF you are referring to MTG books, but it's not the same preparation. It's not enough actually. As I mentioned, HOT, the high order thinking skills questions are there. And for that also you need separate training. This question, is it for 7th standard? What is it for 7th standard that I didn't get that? No. ICAD Master Foundation starts at 8th standard. Somebody has asked, is it for 7th standard? So no, we start at 8th standard. But you can look forward to 8th standard. Within one academic session, you'll be here. What is in the crash course? Somebody has asked, what is in the crash course? Now, crash course, as I mentioned, it's for Excel students, those who are enrolled in our Excel batch for 5-year program, which is foundation program. For them, we conduct at Master Foundation, we conduct crash course in 50 days. The crash course is designed for 50 days, starting 11th April, closing 5th June. And in those 50 days, the teaching part for board exams. Here we don't include foundation because we already have special foundation program, Excel Foundation, and those students who are enrolled there are admitted for crash course for their board preparation, because throughout the session, students will be busy working on foundation program. The board curriculum is taken care in the crash course. The crash course students also get an opportunity to appear for the test series. What is this question? Which course we should take? Okay. Somebody asks, which course should we take after 12th? Now that depends on so many factors. The basic subjects are taken care in Master Foundation. If you are good, if you work very hard and show the results, you can go to Excel Foundation. There are different kinds of batches for preparation for JEE, IIT, NEET. That depends on the performance, just both at the board examination and the entrance examination. ICAD designs for entry into such courses. What after 12th? A big question. I don't know who's asking this question and which standard he is studying or she is studying right now. That's what it is about. We need to take care of the foundation, entry, wherever you want to go. You have to fly with strong wings, and those strong wings is our responsibility. Hard work is yours. With that, after 12th, wherever you want to be and whichever career you want to choose, I'm sure you'll be there.
There is a question from Kamal that he wants to know the fees for Excel Foundation course. For Excel Foundation course, you need to visit the nearest center, or you can visit the HO head office, which is located at Tilak Nagar, for further information. Today's seminar we had conducted for the Master Foundation, which we had already explained as a separate segment or a separate study pattern from Excel Foundation. So you are requested to visit the HO, or you can visit the nearest center, or the details which we had provided, you can contact on those details.
Yeah, there are a few more questions. Virendra Kumar is asking, do we need a reference book in class 9? Oh yeah, absolutely. Textbooks are really good. You need to read each and every word of that. The questions can come from any corner of the book. But we also need the reference book, that is our notes, very extensive and very perfect notes, I should say, for both the preparation for school exam or for entrance exam. You do need reference book in class 9. Anshul here is asking, ma'am, which book I refer for standard 10. As I already mentioned, ICAD's notes, DPPs, zero plan, and question bank. These will be enough for standard 10 and also beyond. Harsha is asking, is tuition necessary and why? As I mentioned earlier, Master Foundation division of ICAD and any division of ICAD for that matter, it's not just a tuition class. You need extra coaching, you need something extra when you go beyond curriculum, and that is what is not possible in schools, and that's why you need help. You need good coaching center. I don't call us ICAD as tuition class. It's a system. It's a full-fledged system. Once you are here, you will know all the details. And the question you have written is why. I've already answered it. You do need it to fill the gaps from learning in school. School has its own responsibilities, its own areas of work, but you do need something more than that. And usually it's my experience. I've worked for many years, and I've found students after 10th, they have a lot of things to fix. If you start early, then that problem is not there. The question is tuition necessary? It's not the tuition class or just additional homework. It's you need a system, a proper system to choose the path, the right way, and to enter into your career with great success. Anything else? Need to cross all the hurdles successfully. It's a hurdle race. Lot of things will be there. Madam, how can I register for ICAD? Somebody says. We have given 3 addresses. Depending on the locality in which you stay, you can visit our offices. Head office at Tilak Nagar and 2 more centers. We have also given the names of the persons. And this is the slide once again. You can note down the phone numbers and the contact person. That is how you can register. You can register online or you can just walk in for admission. What is this? Can starts? Can this start? Yeah, sure. It is never too late, you know. If you are already in 9 and you have missed it in 8, never mind. You can start. You can join ICAD in 9th. Madam has already explained the fees for Excel Foundation. They are asking about van facility.
For the further information regarding details and the operations like the van facility, definitely we have many operational things with us. So it's better once you visit the center, you can ask all the doubts because it's very difficult to address all the questions online. So we would request all the students we had tried to cover almost all the queries. So we would like to you to visit the center and the further queries can be answered at the center itself.
Yeah, there is one last question, online or offline. Now all the classes of Master Foundation regular batches will be offline. They'll work at the centers. Online, that is only for crash course, for Excel Foundation. The students enrolled for Excel Foundation will have this crash course in the morning time. That's online.
Okay, so we would like to thank all the participants who listened to us and again they have asked their queries. Would really appreciate once you'll visit the center, your all questions will be answered. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you from Team ICAD.